Hello dreamers, today I will be explaining how to grow your inventory. Whether you're just new or have a small inventory in general, this is the video for you. Hopefully you can flourish. First of all, I would recommend trading any common pet of your choice for any better pet. This is how it would go. There are other ways to grow your inventory, like saving up in-game currency to buy eggs and hatch them. I prefer to get the cracked egg because it's cheaper, but any egg will do. Buying a small gift for $70, trading them for a pet each. Or simply going to the petware shop, where you can buy a clothing chest for a little more than a small gift, trading that also for a pet. These pet wares you can buy, stocking up so you can trade them for pets. They change every few days. The next thing is almost same as the first way, but buy eggs and save them. Save up for a lot of eggs to trade for a high rarity pet, like a legendary. Last tip for growing your inventory is building home interiors. But this is something you need to be talented in, or you might not get good offers. You can trade these detailed homes for pets. Okay, moving on from ways to grow your inventory, let's talk about values. Learning values help so you know which trades will be a win for you. You would also know which trades will be a lose for you, so you won't make trades like this. That's why learning values are so important. Yet, at the same time, you need to know there's more to value than what meets the eye, which leads us to demand. What is demand? Well, let me break it down. Demand isn't based off of a pet's rarity. Instead, it's based off of how many people want that certain type of pet. Example, an ultra rare can be worth more than one legendary if its demand is high. Pets that can be in high demand is preppy and exotic pets. What is a preppy pet? Well, let me explain it to you. Basically, it means preppy girls like these types of pets. I will show a picture of preppy to you. It not only means that preppies love these types of pets, but it also means that pet has to be cute in its normal, neon, or mega form. However, some pets are less demanding and are deemed undesired by most players in the game, so I would avoid these pets unless you collect them for yourself. Now, these pets are mainly considered unwanted by most players, which means you may have a harder time trading them if you find yourself getting one via trade. So do not get those unwanted pets unless you really want them for yourself. Anyways, so preppy girls will overpay for preppy pets if they really want them, which is why pets that are considered preppy will usually have high demand. Pets that are considered preppy that are still in game, like Royal Spaniel, isn't really high in demand, only costing 1 ride potion. It doesn't matter if it's normal, mega, or neon, they'd still overpay for it. But them overpaying for a normal preppy pet depends on the person and how demanding that preppy pet is. That brings us to exotic pets. So I didn't know what exotic pets were at first, but then I looked it up. The info is helpful. From my understanding, it's a pet that's worth more in its neon or mega form because they're rare and hard to find. Some event pets that cost Robux can also become exotic, like goose, caterpillar, Nessie, hot doggo. Back in 2024, I believe in November, the caterpillars had a huge spike in demand because they were considered exotic. People were trading evil unicorns for them. Even though they're ultra rare, people overpaid for them because of their demand. Hence why I say rarity don't matter at times. Even legendary pets can be worth less due to them being unwanted. Bottom line, just because a pet you want is the same rarity as your current pet, don't mean you should do rarity for rarity. Because depending on what rarity you want, it won't be based on just its rarity, but demand too. You can't just be going around trading a bumblebee for an Irish Spaniel just because they're the same rarity. Irish Spaniel, despite being an ultra rare, has more demand than a bee, even if they were both Robux pets and ultra rares. Lastly, let's talk about happy values. Happy values is basically when someone overpays and know they're overpaying, but don't care because they either were looking for the pet you have, or the pet you got is their dream pet. So at the end of the day, they're very happy with the trade. I do overpay sometimes. I end up regretting it at the end. But in my humble opinion, it's worse to pay out of pocket if you're growing your inventory. Both preppy values and happy values are overpaying values. So don't overpay if you're trying to grow your inventory, or else how will your inventory flourish? If you're fortunate enough to get Robux, I would get a ride potion. Some people offer 2 legendaries for it, 3 if lucky, so don't use your potions on your pets. If you can't get Robux, I'd trade up for a bunch of random pets, then trade all of them for 1 ride potion. Also, don't beg or dress poor. You don't need to dress poor to make yourself known as poor. You can dress up normally and have less. Begging gets you nowhere because nobody likes being pressured. Don't fall for scams. I will make a video on it later. But in the meantime, if I were you, I would look up tricks people can pull on you in this game. Also remember, you trade for pets. You do not borrow. If anyone asks if they can borrow your pet, decline, even if they're your friend. Last tip is have patience. Growing your inventory can be quite the challenge, and not all servers will help you. Still, there's always nice people. There has been plenty of times where growing my inventory made me frustrated because people couldn't read and think. I can offer for their high tiers when I didn't have much. But at the end of the day, I get super cool pets, seeing the growth in my inventory. It's why I hate when people say, "I'll never get my dream pet." Well, have you tried? I got pets I didn't even know I could get because I grew my inventory and worked hard. Even if you tried up to 4 times and failed, it takes time. It takes determination. It takes patience. Tip 6. If you have a pet someone is looking for, you're most likely to get an overpay, so continue checking profiles. Extra tip. Grow your pets to full grown. Some people are too lazy to age up their own. Therefore, they'll overpay for yours.